going to be equals negative 2x minus 6. Okay, so really take a second and look, what did I do? Okay, so nothing's going to change as far as that stuff goes. Okay, so what we need to do now is to solve for the only letter that's left. And what is the only letter that's left? An x. Okay, so we're going to solve for x. Okay, so we need to start moving stuff away from the x to the other side. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line and split it down. Okay, and this is where it kind of gets tricky. So normally I say, oh, take your letters to the left, numbers go to the right. Okay, you can do that or you can look at it. Okay, what is by x that should not be? Anybody who's on x's side that should not be. There's two people. Okay, the negative 6 and who?
Negative 2.
The negative 2. Okay, so the negative 6 and the negative 2 need to go away from the x. Okay, that's what we're trying to do. And so we look at this, well, who's the kid? The negative 2 or the 6?
The 6.
The 6 is the kid, so I need to move that 6, okay? And how do I move a minus 6?
Minus 6.
We're going to add 6. Okay, well, if I do it to one side, I got to do it to the other side. Okay, so negative 2 plus 6 is going to be 4 equals negative 2x. Okay, and now we need to break up that couple. So who's going to get moved?
Negative 2.
The negative 2. Okay, so I'm going to say divide by negative 2. Okay, and negative 4 divided by negative 2 is going to be negative 2. Okay, so if we think about what we were doing yesterday, okay, yesterday we were doing what? Does anybody remember? We were graphing, remember? And we were graphing until they met up at one spot, okay? So this is the same thing. We're doing an intersection. Where do they meet up at? Okay, well, we know that rather than this being, so it goes like x, y as our coordinate, their new location, what do I call the x now?
Negative 2.
Negative 2. Okay, and we know from the very beginning, what is the y called? Negative 2. Okay, now today's not too bad because one equation solved. Eventually you're going to have both equations, the y is missing, and both equations, the x is missing. Okay, so today's not too bad, but this is our actual answer. This is what we're looking for. Okay?
That's our actual answer? Or?
Yes. Okay, flip the page. Okay, look at number 3. What is the y's new name? Negative 3. Okay, we know that the y, he likes to be called negative 3. So we're going to plug that into the other equation for the y. So it's going to look like negative 3 equals negative 2x plus 1. Okay, so who's the kid?
1 plus 1.
The 1. Okay, so we're going to move that 1. So we're going to say minus 1, minus 1. Okay, negative 3 minus 1 is going to be negative 4 equals negative 2x. Okay, and then who needs moved? The negative 2. So we're going to say divide by negative 2. So we get x equals 2. Okay, from here, who goes first?
The 2.
2 comma what?
Negative 3.
2 comma negative 3.
What's the answer?
Okay, 5. It's going to look like negative 1 equals negative 2x plus 7. Who needs moved?
Seven.
The 7 needs moved, so we're gonna say minus 7. Okay, so I'm gonna get negative 8 equals negative 2x. Okay, and then divide by negative 2. So we're gonna get x equals 4. So what is gonna be my coordinate?
4.
For negative 1. Okay, you guys got 3 of them to do on